Hopefully you can see this. I wanted to talk about a critical topic that we probably as coaches don't talk about enough, because we ultimately want to make this the last program you ever need. But does that mean you can get it done in 3 months and move on with your life? Very unlikely. All right. So this is the Fat Loss Forever formula. What it looks like in a perfect world. And chances are you won't be living in a perfect world, so you'll have to push the timelines out a little bit. But you start on day one, you get some pretty steady weight loss. Right? You might even reach that goal weight you had in your head by day 90, but you realize that, body doesn't quite look like I envisioned it would look like at this weight. So that's where this build phase comes in a bit. However, we don't want to go there just yet. However, I'm using that word a lot. The red line here is how most people approach most weight loss programs. Is they lose the weight they want to lose, and then they go back to old habits, and guess what? That weight returns within a month or two after discontinuing the plan. So in order to avoid that, you've got to do a couple things. So when you get there, you may be in a position to enter what we call the baseline or maintenance phase, where you stabilize. You have a new body weight set point, and your body's not going to push to go back because you've created good habits and you've still stuck to some sort of routine, slowly introduced more calories. Now, will that happen on day 90? For most, no. If you've got 50 pounds to lose, you're going to have to stretch out this burn phase, half a year potentially, if not more. Very rarely does someone lose 50 pounds in 3 months the right way. You can do it the wrong way, but chances are you're going to be on this red line back up. So eventually you get to this maintenance phase. We'll say it's day 120 to day 180, a couple months there in the middle, where you're actually not actively looking to see much change on the scale. It may even go up a bit, and you're introducing calories to see where your maintenance number is and establish a new body weight set point. So if you've lost more than 10% of your body weight, you may have to go through that before you want to. But let's say you've gotten to a lean enough point where you can actually do that and be happy to stay there potentially for life. But you can't really maintain forever. That's kind of boring for one. And we want to tone and tighten up, because that goal weight you realized is not going to do it for you. So that's where you build. You increase calories. Your strength training goes a little more advanced, maybe a little bit heavier in terms of weight used. And you get the butt shaped out, the arms toned. And it's actually a lot of fun because you're, eating more than you certainly were in the diet. And you get to a point, where you're pretty tight at the end of that. We'll say it's been a year by the end of these 3 phases. And at that point, maybe you want to lean out and see what is underneath, or continue that momentum. And that's sort of your choice at that point. But, where most people go wrong is just focusing on the burn stage and not maintaining and building afterwards. And it's pretty tough to keep your results if you do that. All right. Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, drop me a message. We will talk to you soon.